Welcome back behind the scenes with Bonnie and Clyde. We're gonna set this tone off today, boy. Y'all don't even know. Yo, check this out. We hype. We just got back from Jamaica. Me and Denise, we just got back Saturday night. You see, she looking all chocolatey over there. You know what I'm saying? She was on the beach and all that, trying to get all burnt up.
I'm burnt.
How did you enjoy your trip?
I enjoyed myself. Thank you, sir.
You enjoyed your trip, huh?
I did.
Yeah,
Thank
better
you.
than that burning boat that we just got off?
Absolutely.
Absolutely?
Yeah, you will not be taking me on any more burning boats. Thank you, sir. No more cruises for me.
No
okay?
more cruises for you? Jamaica laying on the beach in the sun.
Yes, all day long.
All right, we're gonna get it popping. Like I said, you see my setup here. I'm an 80s dude. You know what I'm saying? I take it back. That's why you see the Moet, the Cristal. You know what I'm saying? Like this bottle right here is 25 years old. I've had it in my stash for a while.
And a couple of people done stole it, and we had to go retrieve it.
We had to go retrieve it. That
that's
Cristal
another story.
right there, that's 30
That's
years
another
old.
story.
30 years old bottle right there, Cristal.
That's
you know,
right.
that's just taking it back for the 80s right there.
That's right.
And the reason why we got the Bel Air, because that Bel Air, that rosé, he give me that feel like that Moet. You know what I'm saying? That rosé. That's why I like his stuff, and I like that Ciroc. You know, because they bring it up, even though they 2000 liquors and stuff like that, but they just give me that feel.
That's
and of course, you know, I got to have my Cohiba and all that.
That's
to
right.
set the mood right.
Yeah, he's a cigar guy.
You know, I'm a cigar advocate.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
please.
But I'm going to tell y'all something. We're going to drop some gems today. Listen up to Bonnie and Clyde. We got a special guest that came all the way from California to drop some jewels on y'all. And like I tell everybody all the time, when you get up in the morning, you got a chance and you got a choice.
Listen.
And this brother here that I'm about to bring to the forefront, he took the chance and he took the choice to get where he's at today.
Oh, my God.
Y'all ain't even going to understand what we're about to bring to y'all. You understand what I'm saying?
And he's here for us.
And he's here for us.
Okay, like I said on my last podcast, what's understood do not need to be explained. And that's why he's here.
That's why he's here. And like I said, you know, me and my wife have been through a lot of friends. We put a lot of people on.
Yes.
And, you know, it's a funny thing because friendship tends to have an expiration date. You know, friends give up on you. It expires. They don't remember where they come from.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? But it's been 13, 14 years. This brother used to work for me and my wife at our restaurant, manage our place. He was a good brother since day one.
Took care of kids.
Took care of kids. You understand what I'm saying?
He just had our back.
Took off. Unfortunately, we had to close our doors because of the recession in 2009.
Yep.
So he took off. He took a chance of what he always wanted to do. We always called him Melvin Styles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I never forget that. His name is Melvin Sanders, but he's Melvin Styles.
Melvin Styles, that's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And he's living up to that name.
So it was no expiration date with him. You know, we didn't talk 5, 6 years, but he always kept the same number. I call that number, yo, Mel, I need you. And, all right, when you want me to come?
When, where, how, what time, where.
That's it. That's loyalty, that's love, and that's what I'm talking about.
To the core.
To the core. So we're about, yo, check this out. When we talking about Fendi, we talking about Gucci.
We talking about Nicki Minaj.
We talking about Balenciaga.
Oh, my God.
We talking about Prada.
Okay? YSL. Listen.
This man done put it on the best of the best in Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
He done dressed their backs, put the clothes on them.
Listen.
Yo, I'm so hyped about this. You ain't got to pardon me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know this brother, he about to hit them Paris runways in a minute.
Yeah.
He about to blow. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, watch this podcast. Remember his name, Melvin Styles.
Sanders.
Melvin Styles. I call him Melvin Styles because, yo, even back then in 2009, 2010, Melvin was like, yo, put this on. Wear this, wear that. So I always knew where this brother was going to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? I always knew. But we're going to get into it. We're going to start back from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my wife, we had opened a restaurant in 2008. We was doing interviews. We needed waiters and waitresses and bartenders and all that. So probably had about 50 people that day walking to the restaurant.
Yes, the line was long.
The line was long. Everybody wanted a job, you know? it was a good feel. So here come this fly brother. He got the bald head. He got the suit on.
I remember what I
he
had
had a
on.
Timberland.
You remember what you had on?
I did.
No, he had a suit that day. He had a suit that day.
I sure did.
I remember. He was
Damn.
fly to the core. So me and my wife, we sitting there, we doing the interviews and all that. I telling my wife, I said, this brother ain't no server.
Right.
Just by the way he spoke.
Yes.
You know, his intellect, everything like
Yup.
that. You know, we hired a bunch of servers that day. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he started off as a server, bartender/bartender.
No, host.
Host. Correct. Thanks for correcting me. He started off as a host. So as we was going along, we opened up the doors and things was going along. The actual manager that we had, he wasn't working out. So we took a meeting that day.
Yeah.
Took a meeting.
I can't with him.
We said, guess what, Melvin?
Listen, he's a mess.
You up for promotion.
He's
We're
a
going to
mess.
promote you.
Yeah.
We promoted. We took a step into the light. Like I said, it's
Yes.
a chance every day you do.
Yes.
We promoted Melvin to manager. Melvin ran this place like a
Oh.
well-oiled machine.
Oh my God.
Me and my wife didn't even have to be
We
there.
sat back, people. We just sat back and let Melvin have the run of the mill. And
Run of
when
the
I
mill.
tell you everything run smoothly.
People thought that I owned the restaurant.
That's true.
smoothly.
Yeah.
That's true. People thought he owned the
They
restaurant.
always came in and thought that I was the owner, and I was, I played that part.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
The bar sales went
yeah.
up 40%.
Yes.
We was happy. Melvin was booking private events.
Yes. We was happy.
We was selling out. We had an
Yes.
inside place. We had to put tents outside. That's how packed
That's
it
how
was
packed.
on the events that he set up.
Yes.
Everybody was
Yes.
asking, who's this brother?
Yes.
He's
yes.
promoting this place like crazy.
Yes. Yep.
So, I knew from there, I said, this brother's going to make it. He going to be somebody one
That's
day.
right. That's right.
Because
That's
just
right.
his drive.
Yep.
And I knew, it was just a step. He wanted to get somewhere because he's not that 9-to-5 kind of guy. He's like me. So I saw that in
He's
him.
a boss.
He's a boss. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, this brother gonna make it. So it was sad when we really had to close our doors and we had to let everybody
Oh, no.
go. But we kept our friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We kept our brotherhood.
Yeah.
My
we
wife
did.
kept it.
Yes.
Strong.
Yes.
You know
For
what I'm
years
saying?
now.
For
And
years.
like I said, the brother is loyal.
Loyal to the default.
Loyal to the core. So
Okay.
like I said,
Listen.
we gonna get into this thing
Yeah,
now.
let's get
'cause
into it.
That was just the nuts and the crannies right there. But
Yeah.
we gonna get and shine the light on this brother when he
Yes.
got to Cali, how he started.
Yeah, what he
When did he
did.
start? When was his first client?
Right.
So
he
Melvin,
working
tell
with?
us. Like I know it was rough. Cali's a big place. And I know that was your passion. But I know everybody just can't walk off the plane and say, I want to style Nicki
And
Minaj.
then start.
I
then
want to
start
style
to
Little Kim.
Yeah.
I want to style, them big people. I can't even remember all the names that you told me.
Well, let
'Cause
him
you,
name
you,
them
you done
some.
did. I know, but I'm starting it off. All the big people that you done did. Try to tell us how you got into it. How did you get that breakthrough? Explain to us a little something.
The breakthrough, well, honestly, it started in Atlanta.
Okay.
Once we closed down, I still stayed in restaurant business.
Right.
I started working in the airport as a server. And I met a friend. I met Carlos King. I actually spilled a drink on Carlos by accident.
Wow.
Literally told him the next time, because we was having such a good time. Didn't know who he was,
Right.
what he did,
Right.
none of that. I told him, I said, the next time I see you, I'm buying you drinks all night.
Wow.
And I saw him the following Sunday, and I was like, Carlos, do you remember me? And he was like, he didn't really remember.
right,
I was
right.
like, I spilled a drink on you the last time I saw you. We was in a section with Derek J.
Right.
I told you the next time I see you, I'm going to buy you drinks the whole night. I brought him drinks the
the whole night.
Wow.
Still with no clue who Carlos was, right?
Right. Right.
So then Carlos, we started being cool. We started going out together.
Okay.
He invited us to a filming of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
But not to cut you off real quick,
Yeah.
that's for the fans who don't know who Carlos King is. Try to tell us
Carlos
a little bit of his
King
background.
he was executive producer of Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay.
Executive producer of Love and Hip Hop, which I'm going to get into.
Okay.
And then just a whole bunch of different things, right?
Okay, got it.
So he invited us to a film, and I see Carlos walking around with like a earpiece. I'm like, what do Carlos do?
Right.
And so my friend Elijah was like, oh, he is a producer for the Housewives. I'm like, oh. So Carlos, you know, once we started being cool, I have another friend, Manny, who does makeup.
Right.
He came to us and asked us if we wanted to work with certain people, right? And so he brought Mimi. They started filming Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and he brought Mimi to the table. He brought Candy first, but I felt I wasn't ready for Candy.
Right.
I felt that was not, I wasn't in a place
this was
to
your
take
beginning
that
stages.
opportunity. I wasn't ready for Candy.
Okay.
I was always in love with Candy. Like Escape was one of my favorite women's groups.
Gotcha.
So to come to Candy and not have the goods,
right?
You know, you just don't want to do that.
Right. That's
so
a good decision. Good decision.
When he came to me with Mimi, I was in a different space because I was already working with like local talent in Atlanta, and I was getting access to certain things.
Gotcha.
So when he came to me about Mimi, he asked me would I like to dress Mimi Fowles from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I was like, I love her.
Oh
right.
my God!
I had a strong emotional connection
with her.
to Mimi.
Wow!
And so I took a meeting with her, and me and my friend Kayla at the time, we took a meeting with her and we booked her. And Mimi, my first closet experience with Mimi, I went in her closet and I just started taking everything. Taking everything out.
Right.
And she called her manager and she was like, I don't know if Melvin's going to work out because
Are you serious?
he just got rid of all of my clothes. And Wendy Washington was her manager at the time.
Right.
And Wendy said, Melvin, you're hired.
Okay.
And she hired me.
So you just tossed all that stuff that
Most
she had.
of the stuff she had, we got rid of.
You got rid of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you visioned what you
I
wanted to
just
see.
saw her and I didn't see that. What was in her
What
closet.
was in her closet?
Yeah.
What's in her closet.
Not that it was bad or anything.
Right.
It was just, okay, we're on this big show now.
Got you.
You're Stevie J's baby mom.
Right.
You got Jocelyn Hernandez as your the other girl.
Right.
We
You
got
wanna
to
take
step
it
it
to
up.
another
Yeah, we
level.
got to step it up.
Okay.
So that's just where I was coming from with that. So that was the first big opportunity for me.
Great.
Nice.
Which was Mimi.
Okay.
And then, so from there, from what I heard, they used to have meetings about character development with Love and Hip Hop as far as their look and things like that. And Shar, a hairstylist, told me that my name would come up about Mimi, like who's doing Mimi, because Mimi's look is elevated. So from there, I think Mona Scott Young, who owns the show, Mona hired me for a few things.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That's big.
Nice.
So then once Mona started hiring me, that's really when other things started opening.
Right.
That's when I started actually doing green screens for Love and Hip Hop.
Nice.
Like the when they're talking to the screen.
Right.
I started dressing a few people for that. Then they moved me to Hollywood to do it in Hollywood, like doing green screens for Hollywood. But I was still living in Atlanta at the time.
Oh, okay.
I was still in Atlanta.
Well,
and
did you still have your boutique? Because you had your own boutique at one time as well.
Yes. Well, yeah. That's when we first opened the boutique. Yep. So once so that happened, the green screens happened. Then Technique Agency is an agency that books all the beauty, hair, and makeup people for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Okay.
They didn't really have stylists, but they started. I'm really close friends with the owner, Takoa. And so she got me a job doing a Walmart commercial with Cedric the Entertainer.
Really?
Which was in LA.
Wow.
And what they paid me, I was like, what the am I doing in Atlanta?
You saw that check.
I saw that check. I saw it was so much more access in LA than I had in Atlanta. I was like, all right.
Deuces.
I'm out.
I was like, why didn't I go to LA much sooner?
Right.
So I had the store at the time. I opened a store with an ex of mine. We opened a store together. And you know, we weren't really seeing eye to eye at the time with the store and with our relationship.
Right.
And we had a store in Milwaukee as well because he's from Milwaukee.
Okay.
He really wanted the Atlanta store. And you know what? He was more the Atlanta vibe because he was really popping in Atlanta. You know?
Wow.
So we talked. I was like, you know what, Q? You got it.
You got
like,
it.
You could take on the Atlanta store. I'm going to LA.
Right.
Okay, you out.
Right. Unfortunately, we didn't keep the stores open because, you know, things happen.
Like I said, people, a chance and a choice.
Right. And so I moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And
then your journey started.
And then the new journey.
The new journey started.
began.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh my
take us from
God.
LA now. When you got to
Melvin.
LA now.
When you got to LA, who was the first person that you styled? Or did you not do anything then? Did you not style anyone when you got there first? Or did you have anybody in mind when you got there? You're like, I want to style this person.
I had plenty of people.
I know you had plenty of people in mind.
I had plenty of people. When I first got there, I was doing Nina Parker. I did like Access Hollywood, and she was doing the reunion for Love and Hip Hop at the time. So I think I dressed her like twice, 2 reunions, and then other things she was doing. So Nina Parker, who is now huge, you know, she's doing E, and she got her own clothing line out now.
Beautiful.
She was the first person besides Mona that I was working with in LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
So drop some names for the people that out there. Who have you worked with so far?
Who have I worked with so
Let's
far?
name drop. Because
So Tierra Marie from Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
Princess from Love and Hip Hop. Mimi, Arian. I mean, most of the people from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Right.
And then, you know, Zell Swag is one of my dearest and close friends. He worked with me with Mimi for a couple seasons. Then he moved to LA, got on the show.
Right.
That was always his dream, to really be on television. And he reciprocated. Zell is another person, no matter if we don't talk or see each other, he's been loyal to me. He's somebody that I brought something into his life, and he brought something into my life. And his first gift to me in LA was Wyclef. And we did a Google commercial with Wyclef. So then Wyclef.
wow.
Then I'm a contributor for a magazine called Photo Book Magazine.
Okay.
So I do like all the Netflix shows. So like
Really?
Sex Life, I did Sarah Shahi.
You go, boy.
There's a show
Listen.
called there's
Celebrity stylist sitting right here.
I could name so many people.
Well, like he said, he could name some, but don't forget, this man here did a Nordstrom
I did a Nordstrom campaign.
where they had a 4-page spread on him.
On him.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. How did that come about?
Was that a surprise for you?
That
to
was
know, because Nordstrom is like
huge.
huge.
Exactly. Huge.
Huge.
Tell us about that Nordstrom campaign. How did that come about?
When I even got the call, I immediately start crying.
Wow.
Because that's like a dream come true.
Wow.
Right.
I didn't even know that they wanted me.
Right.
All I heard was Nordstrom wants you to do a campaign for Black History Month.
Right.
Wow.
So
So you thinking it's for somebody else?
I'm thinking I'm dressing some models
Right.
for a 5-page spread.
Right.
And we're going to talk about the Black designers in Nordstrom.
Right.
Right? We're going to put some focus on me and some focus on my styling work
Right.
and the designers that I'm pulling from Nordstrom's. They was
No.
like, no, Melvin.
This is all
this
about
is about
you."
you.
Right.
I'm like,
Wow.
So I'm
know
like
you was
still
like,
emotional.
okay.
And I say, I don't even know how to dress myself anymore. Because I've been giving so much sauce to everybody
Listen.
else.
Do any of us know how to dress ourselves?
Anymore.
Okay. Listen.
So, yeah, that was crazy. Like, they literally gave me a nice budget. These
Wow.
YSLs came from that budget. And it was
Nice.
just an amazing thing for me to do.
To do
Wow.
that.
To sit in front of a camera and tell people my story about as a black stylist, how I got to where I got
Right.
to, and
Right.
all of that. It was a real emotional moment for me.
So did you have any like mentors that or somebody that you looked up to that you wanted to follow?
In the styling industry?
I do. I have people that I really look up to. I never actually had a mentor.
Right.
I did everything myself.
Good.
I never worked for another stylist.
Oh wow,
Um,
that's big.
But I love Law Roach. I love Edward Enninful. I love Patty Wilson. I love Brett Allen Nelson. It's just a list. Colin Carter.
Right.
A list of stylists that they inspire me. They do innovative things. And
Wow.
so, yeah, that, but no mentorship really. Just
Okay.
people dropping gems here and there,
Right.
like, keep going, you got it.
Listen, you-
Supportive people like
Listen,
y'all.
you did
who,
this shit on your own.
you know,
And this is
That
I
is- you
really
grind.
did.
You
I
grind
grinded
it out.
Yeah.
And this
grind
is
it
where
out.
we're trying to get at with behind the scenes with Bonnie and Clyde. Because we're trying to bring people like Melvin to the forefront
Absolutely.
that people really don't know about, because you got all these artists out here, they got big artists, and people don't know there's managers, there's stylists, there's
Yes.
makeup artists.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
there's people that make them look the way they look.
look.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
he's one of those people.
He's one of those
You
people.
know, I think they need to get their flowers now.
Absolutely.
They need to get shined on.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because people don't know them. Like, this artist just don't wake up and look like that.
And
no
look
more.
the way they look.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
some- they have a team.
They got a team
Okay.
behind them.
That's right.
So, you know, not only Melvin, but I'm telling y'all, reach out to us, DM to us, subscribe to us. We're going to bring y'all to the forefront.
Yeah.
You know, give y'all flowers.
Absolutely.
And let people know who y'all are.
Yes,
Y'all need
absolutely.
to step up.
Yes.
You know?
We're so happy to have Melvin here. Although
You know, I can
he's our
appreciate
brother.
this. Right now, I can appreciate shining a light on me, because when I
Right.
lived in
Yes.
Atlanta, I had so many PR people coming to me that wanted to do PR for me, and I couldn't understand why.
Right.
I'm like, I literally had like 4 meetings with different PRs, and then I had one more, and
Right.
I wrote a list of
Okay.
things that I could do for myself.
Right.
And
Right.
what can you do?
Right.
Okay.
And the PR, she kept saying, you know, I can get you on red carpets. I could do this. I could do that. And at that time, I'm like, I don't need that.
Right,
My
right,
clients are going to
right,
be on the red
right.
carpet.
Right.
That's
true.
You need to come in my life and help me to get clients.
Right.
Not put me on the carpet, because I don't
Right.
care about being on the
Right.
carpet.
Yeah, about being on the
Right.
carpet.
But now that I've been working, and my job, sorry, makeup and hair stylists, we have the most grueling job. You know, we got a lot to do, and they'll tell you that we have hair and makeup can pick up. They can do their job. They can pick up and go.
Right.
That's not the case
Right.
with us. So
So explain to
now,
the camera, what's a day in the life of a stylist? Since you say
Right.
it's so hard.
Because y'all do everything.
Right.
You're the first to be there, the last
we have to
leave.
please everybody.
Wow.
Literally, we have to please the manager, the PR, the
Wow.
talent, the hair, the makeup, everybody. It's all on us, because without the look, then
See, y'all hear
you're not
this?
going to get
You
it.
see what I'm saying?
You need
Behind the
you need the
scenes.
look.
You need the love.
You need
In
the look.
order to have, if you want to be in fashion, if
Right.
you want all of those things, hair and makeup, you have to have that team.
Right.
You got to be about that life.
You gotta
And
be-
a day in my life is, first of all, what's the direction? What are we doing for this project?
Right.
Okay.
So then we got to figure out what
Right.
the direction is.
Right.
If I'm the creative director of the project, that means I have to put everything together to let them know this is the direction we're going in.
Okay.
Then I have to go out and source those pieces. One thing a lot of newer talent needs to understand is that they expect you to be able to get clothes for them that you can get for bigger stars. That's not the case.
Right.
Because PR does not want everybody in the clothes. The designers
Gotcha.
want top celebrity,
In the clothes.
hot, sexy.
Wow.
If
The
it's
trending people.
yes,
Who's trending
if
at
it's
the moment.
big press, big
Wow.
media, big publication, that's how you get the clothes. If you want clothes on loan,
Right.
if you want a studio, like you want a studio pool, you have to have the budget. Because you can go to Saks and get all the designers, but Saks is going to make you spend 25% of whatever budget you. If I have $100,000,
Right.
I have to pay 25% of that. I have to keep 25% of that.
Wow.
So that's how that
25 to
works.
30, something like that.
Okay.
Right.
But it's just so many things that go into it. So I'm put the board together, get the clothes together. You have to understand you're getting clothes from all these different places.
Right.
And if you got 5 looks for one client, that's like 20 to 30 looks you're putting together.
Wow.
So you can land those.
So you can land those 5.
Do you let some of these clients keep some of the clothes?
If they buy it or if they're gifted. Sometimes
Okay.
the designers might gift them.
Okay.
Or you bring a rack of clothes and they want to buy some of the stuff that's off the rack.
Okay.
When it's high profile.
When it's high profile.
Right.
But when it usually on the lower end, it's always money.
Money.
You always need money.
I forgot to tell you guys that when Melvin first started styling people, Tony, my husband,
Yes.
gifted me a photo shoot
Yep.
by
Derek Blank.
Derek
Blanks, one of the biggest photographers
in
in the
Atlanta.
world.
Look
Huge.
at
In the
him.
world right now.
Yeah, he's huge.
Okay.
He's huge.
And I was,
Shout out
you
to
know,
Derek
I was
Blank.
shocked. Like,
Yeah,
oh my
shout
God, I'm
out,
so
yeah.
surprised. Like, oh my God, like, babe, I don't know what to wear. I don't know what to do. Who's gonna do my hair? Who's gonna do my makeup? Blah, blah, blah. I remembered Melvin styling Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh shit, Melvin's do styling now. Let's
Right,
call
right.
him up.
Call him Melvin.
Melvin, Tony's
Yep.
giving me a photo shoot. Can you style?
Absolutely.
And him and Tony got to work. We went shopping with him.
Yep.
He
Yep.
came shopping with me.
Yep.
Picked
Yep.
out my clothes,
Yep.
the boots, everything, the
The
jewelry.
Giuseppe's,
from,
all
yes,
of that. I remember.
From top to bottom.
Yeah, and I paid
It-
$4,000 for those boots.
You
And
did?
She only
I
wore them
wore
one time.
I still got them in the closet.
They there.
Hit me up if you want them. But
My pocket's still hurting for the boots.
Because let me tell you, let's understand this. When Melvin style you, you're gonna be in the best of the best,
Yes.
top notch. So don't come to him with no little low budget like, oh, I
Exactly.
only got $200. He ain't even gonna look at your ass
Yeah,
like,
girl,
what?
look at
It's-
this.
You got
and
what?
It's hard.
Yeah,
That's
you
what they
can't
don't.
do nothing with
I
that.
can't do
Where we going to
any-
Ross?
right, right.
What we going to
And
Ross?
don't get me wrong, I like getting dirty, but if you don't have anything for me to stand
Right.
on,
Right.
it's nothing I really can do.
Okay, so that's a good question. So let's say somebody wants you to style them and they don't have a budget. Would you go out and get the stuff to put on them? Would you go out and get the stuff?
If they don't have
Contingent on the fact that they're not keeping any of the clothes?
at this point, if you don't have a budget, I don't do it.
Yeah.
And
Bitches, get your money up.
And what you say?
get your money up.
Get your money
And-
up.
And it's offensive to the other stylist in
Right.
the game for me to be out here working free, taking gigs,
Yeah.
and making, it's just not fair across the board
Right.
because we all have to make money. This
Right.
is what we
Exactly.
do for a living.
Right.
And if you have stylists out here that's charging like 200
Right.
or nothing
Right.
because they trying to, get ahead.
And plus now you're at a different caliber, so it's not like you just started.
No.
I mean, did you hear? I mean, this brother style Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
Can we ask you about Nicki? Okay, can we,
We
go
can talk
there?
about
I
Nicki,
mean, we
the
know
Barb.
she's.
We
you
can
know,
talk about the bomb.
We're
Yeah.
going to talk about the
Yeah.
bar.
We're going to talk about the bomb.
Listen, she's an idol of mine and my daughter.
Mine too.
That's
So
an
when you-
icon. That's
I
an
wanna-
icon.
Can I make that clear? Because
Oh my gosh.
I want to make that clear here.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when I started working with Nicki, the Barbs seem to love me now. I don't
Right.
have any issues with the Barbs. But in the beginning, they were coming at me because of like old tweets or whatever.
Right.
Okay, let's clear that up.
But I made it very clear on Twitter and on Facebook that I was a Barbie fan overnight.
Gotcha.
And that when Nicki Minaj came out with Monster, I thought every rap girl should step their game up,
Okay.
including my favorite girl. And everybody knows my favorite girl is Little Kim.
Little Kim.
Right.
But guess what? I love Nicki and I love Kim the same. They are both
They
queens to me.
queens,
Right.
yes.
Nicki is the queen. Nicki came and did something different.
Right.
She got bars.
Yes,
like I think that
yes.
she raps
got
her
bars.
ass off.
Yes.
And I love hip hop.
She reminds me of
So
a
I
female
love her.
Jay-Z. Like,
So I just wanted to make that clear
she
to
raps her ass off.
everybody.
Yeah.
I fuck with Nicki
Okay.
the long way.
The
Okay,
long way.
that's right.
Got you.
Get it right.
Now,
Get it right.
Okay.
And how I got her, shout out to Baby Yours and Darren Craig. They showed her my work and she wanted to work with me.
Wow.
It's a blessing.
You know?
Wow.
And she booked me maybe like 6 or 7 times.
Wow.
And we had a really good situation.
Nice. Nice.
You hear the stories about Nikki and all of that. I never walk into anything based on what nobody else got to say about somebody.
Listen.
You take your own approach.
Because I'm me.
Right.
So whatever your experience was yours.
Right. Exactly.
However I walk into this is how I walk into it.
Right.
This ain't got nothing
Melvin
to do with
Styles,
what
Johnson
nothing
Ross.
to do with what you said
That's
about
right.
her.
Right.
That's right. That's
So
right.
yeah, we had a good time. I had a good run. I learned so much. I thanked her. I did thank her because Nikki opened up more doors to the world that I really want to be in as far as fashion.
Okay.
Having the contacts at Dolce & Gabbana and Prada and YSL and having the real contacts.
Well, let me ask you this. With her being so huge, I mean, she done sold over 80 million albums. She's an icon. Was you ever intimidated when you got that call?
Right.
I was not intimidated at all.
Nice.
Okay, good.
For what?
Right.
Intimidation, she gonna run me out of there.
She
Nikki,
gonna run you out of there.
Exactly.
Nikki is the queen. I watch everything she do.
Right.
Oh my God.
She not looking for nobody to just be run over top of. Like,
Right.
no.
Exactly.
Is there something, I know she's Nicki Minaj and we got it, you have client and, personal confidential stuff, but are there certain things, is there something specific you can tell us, an interaction you and Nicki had together where you can disclose to us and the public out there?
What can I say?
We want to know about Nicki. We
I
love
sign
her.
a lot of NDAs.
Yeah, he signed a lot of NDAs. I know.
I will say, I'll say this.
Right.
Every time I left Nikki, I would tell people she's one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met.
Wow.
There you go. That's
So
She is
has a sense
hilarious.
of humor.
That's good.
Huge sense of humor.
Wow.
Like
That's good.
something was happening and she would just give me this look and a little smirk.
Right.
And she's comedic. Like
Okay, so she's
So-
a people's person.
that made me feel even better about her that actually Nikki funny as fuck. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Okay.
Because she looks so unapproachable
Yeah.
to,
She unapproachable
course,
if
yeah, because she's famous.
Yeah, she's the queen.
She's the
like
queen.
so of course she going to intimidate others.
Absolutely.
But she's a black woman
Wow.
in this male dominated industry.
Yes, and she's on her grind.
And she on her grind and she dealt with a lot and she got to where she is because of what she put on the mic.
Nice.
That's good.
Oh my God.
But she is very, 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 very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah.
When
very
you,
funny.
I know Little Kim is your idol.
Mm-hmm.
So when you met Little Kim, what was going on? What was that conversation like? Did y'all sit down and have a conversation? Did you tell her
I told her
how you've been obsessed
I told
with
her
her
everything.
for all these years?
I
What
told
did
her
she
everything.
Tell her everything.
Also to the Little Kim and Nicki fans, I never wanted to dress Little Kim. Little Kim was somebody I always was inspired by and look up to. Because I'm gay, when I came out, Little Kim was coming out.
Okay.
Well, she was out. And
Right.
so when I would hear her music, she was inspirational. She was making me feel like I could truly be who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she was fly as fuck. You know,
Wow,
in
yes.
Philly, in the gay community, we're
Yes.
all into like designer.
Right.
And so Biggie and Kim at the time, they was really about Dolce Gabbana,
And they
Prada,
were singing
Gucci,
about
and they
it
were
too.
talking
Right,
about
yes.
it.
Right.
And we was living it, but we wasn't really celebrating it like
Right,
that.
right.
Only in the streets.
Right.
So Little Kim was always somebody that I always looked up to. It was a blessing for me to dress Nicki Minaj because
Right.
Nicki is somebody that I actually wanted to dress.
To dress.
You know?
Because she has all that going on. The hair.
Right.
The nails.
And it
the
was new, it was
color.
fresh, and it wasn't on some Little Kim situation. It was like, oh no, if I wasn't gonna dress anybody, it's gonna be Nicki Minaj.
And shout out to Philly, as he mentioned that
Yeah.
Melvin is a Philly native. So shout
All
out to all
day,
the Philly
born and
people.
raised.
Philly,
All day
New
born and-
Yorkers, New
Yes.
Jersey, big
All
up.
the East Coast.
He's a Philly cat, and he
Yeah.
always
That's
go
right.
home. He never
That's
forget where he
Always.
come from.
That's right.
So shout
That's
out
why he's
shout
real,
out to Philly.
people.
That's why he's real. We from up north. You know what I'm saying? New
You know
York,
how
Philly.
you know how we roll.
We
You
keep
know
you
how
know
we
we roll.
roll.
We keep it real.
Okay, we keep
So-
it together.
Kim, I was actually with Mimi and Arian. We had a booking in Detroit, but we would go to Detroit a lot because Detroit loved love and hip hop, so they would always book Mimi.
Right.
And so we knew our drivers and security. So I found out that DMX and all of them was going to be performing. It was like DMX, Eve, Kim.
Okay.
And so I was like, I got in a car and I told Walt was his name. I said, Walt, Kim is performing here in Detroit tonight. Is there any way we could go? He like, absolutely. I'm like, oh, we can? Literally, we go get some food,
Right.
take us straight to the concert, takes us straight backstage to Little Kim.
Damn.
Literally.
Wow.
We couldn't talk to her yet because soon as she got there, she had to go on stage.
Right.
We walked on stage with her, and I was on stage
You
while
was
Kim
on stage
performed.
with-
I was
Oh
on
my
stage
God.
with Little Kim in
How
Detroit.
cool was that?
It was the best moment ever.
Right, because I know you waited years to get to that moment.
Years.
Even when
Yeah.
you was at the restaurant, we
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
knew.
Knew.
Always talk
Exactly.
about
Already
Lil'
knew.
Kim.
Always.
Little Kim fan, literally.
So, yeah. And then what was crazy is Get Money is like one of my favorite rap songs ever. She
Right.
performed that to like 50 Cent's Get Money beat.
Wow.
And it just made me fall in love with her
That's
even
crazy.
more. So we walking back, and I just grab her like, Kim. I have a picture of
Are you
me and her
serious?
like this. I'm like, you have no idea how much I fucking love you.
Wow.
I've been loving you for years and years. I'm probably the biggest fan that you have. I know you may not know that about it because of the internet, but
right.
behind the scenes,
Right.
I'm your biggest
I'm
fan.
your biggest
Right.
fan.
And everybody knows
Everybody knows. Everybody that knows you
that.
knows,
that.
So how did she reciprocate
Oh,
that?
baby,
Yes.
you're so sweet. We took pictures. She talked to me. She was so involved. Like, it wasn't on some celebrity Hollywood,
Right.
none of
like,
that.
Who are
Right.
you? Like,
She was not that at all. Super sweet. And each time I saw her after that, that's the kind of love she gave me each time.
that's what's
Okay.
up.
And that was my experience with her. Like, my first time meeting Little Kim
Okay.
on stage with her while she performed her song,
That's what's
Wow.
up.
which was major to me.
Well, I want to ask you, I know we talked about Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj. I want to ask you a big question because I know Hollywood is like a big light. And Hollywood, like, a lot of people go to Hollywood and they get in trouble with all the drugs and all that, especially the industry that you in.
Yeah.
You know, fashion and music and all that stuff. Me knowing you for
Sex,
years,
drugs, and
I
rock
know
and roll.
yeah, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You never been into that. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, drugs and stuff. How do you keep yourself away from that? Because I know you go to a
Yeah.
lot of big Hollywood
Like
parties,
parties
and
and
you
stuff.
see people indulging and all that. I don't want you to name no names. You
I
know what I'm
won't.
saying? Of course not. But I know.
Well-
but how do you keep yourself out of that and you stay focused?
And you stay
Well, let me
focused
be
and
clear.
grounded.
I'll be clear. I did all of that stuff at a younger age already.
Okay.
So I was
You're
already.
being honest. You're being honest.
I'm being 100% transparent because in my community, there's a lot of drugs.
Okay.
So
Right.
we tried them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I come from a family of addiction.
Oh,
And I
okay.
never wanted to be an addict.
Okay.
And I
Gotcha.
almost got there.
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
almost got to a place
Wow.
of addiction.
Okay.
And then I realized that wasn't my life.
It wasn't your
Okay.
life.
Like, I don't want to do
Right.
drugs.
Right.
Right.
Right. right.
So now for me, it's my mother.
Mm.
I always think about my mom.
Beautiful.
Like,
Wow.
what is
Beautiful.
my mom going to think? I come too far
Right.
in my life
Yeah.
to mess it up
And let her down.
because of drugs.
Because of
Right.
drugs.
That's how I stay away from it.
That's
Boy,
right.
great
Hard
answer.
drugs.
Hard
You know, I
drugs,
still
right,
do a
right.
little smoky smoke, a little drinky drink.
Right.
But
Right.
the hard stuff is just not for me anymore.
Good.
So when we told my son, who you babysat
Mm-hmm.
plenty of times,
Yeah. All the time.
all the time,
Right.
that we asked you to be here and you were coming. He met me in the kitchen and was like, Mom, so you tell me Melvin is coming all the way from California to be with y'all to do
Be on
y'all
y'all show?
podcast? I was offended because I'm like, well, shit.
What you think?
What are we? Well, shit, top level. But I was, as I listened to him, he was really trying to find out who you are. Remember, y'all knew each other as we had him as a little kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You as an adult. So now he's trying to figure out like, who are you now at at your age? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is your mind thinking, meaning of the loyalty that you have, not even just to me and my husband, to just whoever that you surround yourself with. So he's asking me like, is he like, what make him?
Because I think what it
the
is,
first thing
though,
I said, because he's from Philly.
and not to cut you off, babe, but our kids seen a lot of people turn their backs on us. Because we helped a lot of people.
So true.
You know what
Y'all
I'm saying?
did.
So true.
I watch y'all help a lot of people.
So
I
true.
was
You-
there.
You know
So
that.
true.
You was there.
I
you
was
know what
there.
I'm saying? We done turn people on to real estate. We turned people on
Everything.
how to open businesses,
Yes.
how to start LLCs.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, how to get into the trucking industry. Then they turn around, they make their money, you can't even reach them on the
Can't
phone
even
no
find
more.
them. Yeah.
So our kids see that.
Yeah,
and so they got to question it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're like,
Like,
Melvin
okay, Melvin is
coming
doing
back.
such and such, but he's coming back,
But then he said, I'm surprised he doesn't have that helmet on. You know the helmet that when you with the stars and you get a certain level of,
You forget about people.
you put that some people put that helmet on.
Yeah.
Like you pick up the phone, we can't even get you. When I text you,
Right.
It's right away.
it's right
It's
away.
right away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all my family. One
Right.
thing about me, when people invest in me, and not just financially, personally.
personally.
Y'all came into my life at a time where I moved somewhere, I didn't know where I was. I was in Atlanta alone, and y'all came into my life like family from the beginning. Gave me a job, hired me, gave me a car. It was just family. I could never forget that because I come from family. I
Right.
come from a huge family. Huge. Both my grandparents have 8 or more kids.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Yes.
come from a really big family. And that's how when you guys came into my life, that I could never go against y'all. Y'all never did nothing to me to make me ever be like, I ain't fucking with them.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
So-
right. Thank you.
To be in your presence, it's like I know you, but to be in your presence is an awe
Thank you.
because I've seen your growth.
Seeing the
I've
growth.
seen the growth.
Yep.
And I want to tell you, as my brother, we love you.
I love you
and we
too.
support you with anything you do.
Thank you so much.
Anything you need, Tony and I are
I
here.
know y'all
Oh,
got
always.
me. Always.
You already know that.
Yep.
Okay.
Always have been.
You already know
Your
that.
spirit is so infectious.
Thank you.
When other people are around you, they just need that because we've been around you. Everybody just want to know who. Even when you came to my wedding, everybody's in my ears.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
they
telling
sure
them,
did.
That's my brother. Oh, he styled everybody in Hollywood. That's how proud I am of
That's
you.
right.
I love you so
Okay,
much.
and
That's
Thank
right.
you so
love
much.
you.
I love
right.
y'all.
Honestly, we
That's
love
right.
you so much.
Y'all have no
And
idea.
We thank you for gracing our podcast.
Absolutely.
We appreciate
Oh, we ain't
you.
over with. We ain't
No.
finished.
Oh, my
we
God.
got some
No, we
more.
can-
I know. I just want
we
to
ain't
let
finished.
him know how
Yeah.
much I appreciate.
But I wanna let y'all know, like, I live for that. That was the start of my life. Y'all have
Right.
put confidence. Y'all put me on a floor. I never was a manager. I never, at that time, I bartended in Philly at the Kimmel Center, but I never was a server.
Right.
I never ran a restaurant.
Right.
So
and,
it just
and from there, you dealt with a lot of stars that came to Aaliyah's, right?
all the stars that would come
Okay.
through Aaliyah's. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We used to have the comedy shows, remember?
Right.
And Fab would bring all his
Fab
niggas.
would
like,
bring everybody in.
everybody. Like,
Everybody.
so
We had the spot.
we
in
had
Atlanta.
the spot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Brian
Like,
Michael Cox, Ludacris, Jeezy, they would come through.
they would come through.
So-
DJ
And
Trauma.
you-
Trauma,
and you dealt with all of them.
all of them.
You
You
dealt
know
with
what
all
I'm
because
saying?
when you're telling me all these people was there in my restaurant, I was like, what? He was?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
They
Melvin
slid.
dealt with all of them.
All of them.
All
I'm
of
so
them,
good.
man. We had the
But I
number
never,
one spot.
they humans, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
you have some celebrities that want to be
Right.
a celebrity when they
Right.
come in. They want that acknowledgement.
Exactly.
And to me, it's like not shock. It's about how you treat them.
Sure.
So I always treated everybody, even celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
with upscale,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
Right.
customer service.
Customer
Right.
service.
You know, I'm gonna
Right.
treat you the way I think you should be treated. You're coming in this beautiful establishment,
Okay.
you're gonna get beautiful
You're gonna
treatment.
get
That's
beautiful
right.
treatment.
So that's just how I see it.
Gotcha.
You know,
Got you.
Yep.
So taking it back, just pedaling back a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, you had mentioned some, I think some male R&B artists. I forgot my phone to call. Sorry, that you texted me, but I don't remember who they are. That you said you style. Can you refresh me on that?
Who?
I forgot that. I know it was a Spanish guy.
Oh, I just did. Well, this is an actor. So David Castaneda, he stars
Right.
in a show called The Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
I just did him. I just did. I just did Shea Coulee from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Hey.
Shout out to RuPaul.
Hey,
She's
shout out to
another
RuPaul.
person that I totally love
Right.
and
Wow.
look up to. I draw a blank because
Right.
I do
You
so
do so
many
much.
people.
You're so busy. But that's why I'm trying to refresh you because I even want to get into this real quick.
I look at
Yes.
when people ask me that question, I go to my Instagram like,
Instagram,
who did I
right.
work
You're like,
with?
wait a minute,
Wait, who
hold
did I
up.
work with?
Hold on, yeah, check them out. Matter of fact, tell people your Instagram so they could go check you out.
yeah.
My Instagram is at Melvin Styles. All my social media is Melvin
All
Styles.
platforms are Melvin
Everything is Melvin Styles. Yep.
Okay.
I want to ask you about because a lot of people is into this new show P Valley.
I love it.
He love it.
Groundbreaking.
Know as down in the valley.
Valley where the girls get naked. 1, 2, break up.
1, 2, break up. So
Listen,
That's my show.
I know, you've been in the Hollywood stuff and all that. How do you feel about the show? What's your perception of it?
I think it's time. Like, shed a light on hip hop artists that are afraid to be themselves in the hip hop industry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
and the stripper world, that's a powerful
It's a
world.
powerful
Listen.
world.
I lived in Atlanta for 8 years.
Right. We
I
lived
go to
there for
strip clubs
14.
now and I'm like, this ain't a strip club?
Right, right.
What is this? Like, let me go to Atlanta and hit up a real club.
Hit up a
Like,
Right,
real club.
exactly.
but I love the show. I think it's one of the best shows on television.
Shout out to P Valley.
I love that whoever the lady director,
Yeah.
she's
She's a
brilliant.
genius. She's
She
a
is
genius.
brilliant
Yeah.
to shine that light on that culture, and I love it. Shout
Okay.
out to all of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
they're
Right,
major.
that's
I
good.
told you I bumped into the guy, Little Murder.
Right, you said that.
I bumped into him at Erie Hall's party in LA, and I walked up to him and said, yo, you don't know me, but I respect everything you're doing for the gay
Wow.
community. I said, I know you're not gay, but
Right.
what you're doing, hats off, my brother.
Shining the light.
You're a really good actor. You're very talented, and keep
Yes.
doing your thing.
Right, because on that show, like they really
They
get
going
into
in.
it.
I know,
get
I know
into
some
it.
real niggas out here that's like, I don't know if I can watch this episode.
I'm one of them.
I know.
We saw
I'm gonna slide on this episode.
Listen,
I
we
think I'm
saw
gonna skip
episode-
this one right
Okay.
here.
We saw an episode the other day, and I had to. One of our friends watch it, and I had to call him like, I think you might want to
Skip this
episode.
scene.
I want to skip this episode right here.
He was like, "Word." I was like, "Yeah."
Might want to pass on that
Might
one.
want-
But like you
Pass on
said,
that
though,
one.
I like the concept and I like what they bring it to the forefront. So you got to look at it from a different lens. You know
And
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
it's
The
opening more
creative work.
minds.
Right.
It's making people more comfortable with who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't.
Yes.
That may not be you and what you do. It's a show.
And it's
Right.
giving conversations as well.
It's making conversation.
Absolutely.
And
One-
that's important, and especially in the black community.
So
we need
let's
to talk
say,
about
let's say this. Let's take it a little further. Say you get that call. I think her name is Katori Hall. I believe. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the creator of that show. And they call Melvin Styles. We need you to style some people on P Valley.
Count me all the way in.
all the way in.
All the way in.
All the way
Shout out
in.
to Mickey Boom, who styles Shannon. He's killing it.
Oh my
Okay,
God!
okay.
Really?
Count me
Nice.
all the
Count
way
you
in.
all
I
the way
love
in.
all of them on the show.
Oh my
Okay.
God!
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the show is amazing. And
I think so,
Jocelyn was
too.
just on there.
Yeah, we seen that.
Yes.
We
Have
seen
you ever
that.
gotten a chance to style Jocelyn?
We talked about it. It just never happened. It's still weird,
Right.
just because I'm still very close friends with Mimi.
Okay.
And again,
Okay.
I'm loyal.
Loyalty.
You know.
Right.
Yes.
And I almost dipped over there.
Right.
It just didn't make sense at that time. But I think if it ever did happen, I would definitely have a conversation with Mimi to make sure that she's comfortable with that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because I don't really know where they are. And I do know in the business is business.
Right.
But for me, all business ain't good business.
you're
right.
And I want to make sure it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Drop
But
them jewels.
definitely P Valley, sign me up.
Valley Side, New York.
I'll do the whole cast if they need me to.
So from here, like, what's your goals? Like, where you see Melvin in the next 5
Yes.
years?
I've been so I realize I've been so focused on, not even focused on it, but when I moved to LA is a very creative place.
Definitely.
And I'll tell you, my first job was with a transgender woman, Love Bailey, and I went to her set and I was blown away. And I knew that I had to step my game up because LA is on a different level. And so I dived into editorial because editorial will make you step your game up because you're telling a story through everything you do and putting so many different things together. So now the goals are to get out here in these streets. It's time to get on the red carpets.
Okay.
It's time to
Definitely.
do press runs.
Yeah. We would
love
It's
to
time
see
to
that.
be in Paris.
We would love
It's
to see
time to
that.
be in Milan. It's time to do all the
You hear
fabulous
that? You hear
things.
that?
and
Balenciaga,
show
YSL.
them
That's it.
Melvin.
Get out
Because
there.
honestly, a lot of people be like, Melvin, I didn't even know you live in LA. Y'all know I be outside.
Yes.
But they don't know that.
They don't know.
Because I've been working.
Wow.
And I met somebody and I told him he met me at the perfect time because I'm
Right.
outside now.
Right.
And when I'm outside, I'm all the way outside.
All the way outside.
You know, at the right things, doing the right things,
Right.
always bringing in the good energy, all of that. So that's the goals. Of course, down the line, I would love to do a collection. That's down the line now.
Right,
I still
right.
have so many other things that I'm trying to do, but red carpet.
Red carpet.
Red
That's
carpet.
always been the biggest dream to style the biggest stars
Wow.
on the red carpet.
Shit, I want to see you at the Met Gala.
And it's starting. I
Yeah.
already
You know
have
what I
a
mean?
client.
The Met Gala.
I can't
That's
wait
one
for
of
the
them.
Met.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
wanna
wait
see
to
you at
do
that
the
Met.
Met.
Yes.
I feel that that's my playground.
Because
Right.
that's
It's meant
where
for me.
All that, oh my God.
like
Exotic
extreme,
yes. That's
extravaganza,
to a whole nother
like all of
fashion
that.
Level.
Yeah.
A whole nother fashion level.
And I can see it. I can see
As
it.
long
I
as you can
know it's
vision
going.
it.
I can
You
visualize.
know what I'm saying?
It. And everything I spoke and I visualized or anything I mood
Right.
boarded has come to fruition. I also learned you got to put your hands in stuff. The match-
Definitely.
You can't just think that everybody around you is going to make it happen for you,
Yeah,
or you
exactly.
got to get in and do the
You
work
got to get in
yourself.
and do the work. Nobody gonna hand you nothing.
Ain't nobody giving you nothing.
Nobody giving you nothing.
If
Me and my
anything, they
wife
try to
learned that
take
the
it, or
hard
if they
way.
realize
Exactly, they gonna try
if
to
they
take
realize you can't do what they could do, they
Yeah.
gonna try to slide in
Yeah.
and okay, you're
And
not
what
on my
I
level.
even see, even like on social media, they'll follow somebody else doing the same thing you doing,
Yep,
but won't follow you because it's you.
because it's you. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that, sometimes it'd be like, damn.
yeah.
It be your own people,
It's always your own
family,
people,
friends. It's always your people. But they'll hit that like button for a total stranger that they can't even approach.
Yeah.
But won't
we
even hit
deal
the
with
like
that
button for you.
as creatives. We deal with
We
that
do.
Right.
when you are battling against somebody that's working with a larger talent.
Right.
They can take your idea and put it on somebody much bigger
Yep.
because it's just yours is going to dwindle away. It doesn't
Right.
matter.
Away.
Exactly.
Because you didn't do it on somebody big, you're not going to get the acknowledgement.
You're not going to
for it.
get the acknowledgement. Exactly.
So-
Because you didn't do it on somebody.
I had
big.
to learn that. I had to learn a
Yep.
lot of things in LA because I used to think the showrooms were all racist.
Yep.
But it's just how the business is.
Yep.
I used to think that people were stealing. And then I understood, like, all right, well, they might have stole that, but they put it on a larger talent, so they got a light.
They got a light.
The light shine on that person more
them.
than it did on
Wow.
mine. But whatever.
Yeah,
I'm on my
exactly.
way. I'm doing my
You're
work,
doing your thing.
Exactly.
and I'm gonna get
And-
where I need to get to.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
because we definitely want to shine the light on you because you're on the up and coming. You're there, you've been there, but nobody sees what you do.
Don't nobody see it yet.
Nobody sees what you do.
Behind the
So I
scenes is
want
for.
your name to be out there
Thank
for them
you.
to see you, know your name. When they hear your name called, like, oh, I remember
Yeah.
Denise and them had interviewed him, way back when, and now he's blah blah blah.
I'm telling
you know?
y'all right now, I'm doing it. Right now, I am
Beautiful.
focusing on me now.
Wow,
That's it.
I'm
love it.
still doing my work, of course.
Right.
Of course,
But
of
now
course.
it's about Melvin.
Exactly.
Because people don't know who I am.
That's
Right.
right.
They know me from
That's
social
right.
media. I'm real, like, first of all, Instagram gives me the most anxiety. So I'm one of those people that post and run. Like,
Post and run.
but I learn now,
Right.
like, no, I don't care. Like,
Right. Just put it up.
I'm
can't
there.
care.
I'm
Exactly.
talking
put it
to
up.
people. I'm talking to people normal now, like how I normally would be, and not let Instagram overwhelm me.
Right.
So now I'm putting myself back out there. 'Cause
Right.
when Instagram started, I used to be free.
Right.
Like that's how the Barbs was going in on me
Right.
because on Twitter I used to go in on whoever.
Or
like,
whoever.
I used to be free. I would say, like I spoke my mind, and not that I'm going to be doing all of that, but I'm definitely going to be putting myself back out there to let people know me.
That's right.
And
Exactly.
and not a picture of me. And
Exactly. And that's why I said, like, even in my field, like being a business owner and entrepreneurs like me and my wife, like I always say too, I'm never gonna let somebody change my mindset or my character.
absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I strive at.
Yeah.
Because you could do all that you're gonna do, we can help you, and you can run off and make millions of dollars. But my mindset and my character is gonna keep me grounded.
Right.
And I know where I'm gonna get.
Absolutely.
And listen, and that's why they call us Bonnie and Clyde, because when he's like that, people, I'm the one in the back going, what? You
Yeah.
ain't gonna go punch him in his face?
But-
You don't nothing.
Literally.
And
Denise don't play.
Listen.
Exactly. I'm a visionary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying? Because
yes.
people be thinking like, oh, he helped me. I got the upper hand on him.
Uh-huh.
I'm 5 years ahead of you.
Right. I'm already gone.
I'm already gone.
Yeah,
gone
I'm
from
already
that
gone.
And
What
he's
you
telling
thinking
the
about
truth.
right
I
now?
already did.
I
Yes.
already
did, and I'm
planned.
5 years down the road on
Same.
you.
He's telling the truth, people.
I'm on
I am
another,
the one.
I'm on another planet.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's always stuck in the situation.
That's where that Gemini, Kanye West.
Mhm.
You know, we got the double brain.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? That's why people be running around thinking he crazy, walking around them big boots. That nigga sitting on $9 billion.
Is he sure
Oh,
is?
You know what I'm saying?
He did something right.
He did something
He did
right.
something
That
right.
nigga ain't that crazy.
He's
He
not.
did
Trust
something
me.
right. He
He's
did
not.
something right.
I love
And that's
Kanye.
Gemini mentality. My son got it too.
My
Smart
mom's
as
a
shit.
Gemini, so I know.
Smart as shit. You know what I'm saying? People can talk about us all we want.
Yep.
But we see 5 years down the line.
Literally. I used to have that
Literally.
issue, when I did the store in Atlanta, it was doing really well, but we were so ahead, they
Yeah.
weren't ready.
They wasn't
weren't
ready.
And I would tell, because, I had business partners, I would tell them, it's just, they not ready for it yet. And then my Cassandra, she would be like, Melvin, you told me, because she would see it on Fashion Mom Daily, or she would see something pieces I got for the store
Right.
that all the big stars were wearing.
Wow.
But I already had
But
it.
you already
You
had
already
it.
had it.
2 years ahead, a year
See?
ahead.
Wow.
You already
I'm
had
like,
it.
I already had this stuff. This was
Wow.
we already
Wow.
shot that.
Wow.
But time. It's all
Right.
about time
It's all
or
about
who it's
time.
on or
And
so,
then it's also how your mind works as well.
yeah.
So you always have to be in your mind. You're thinking, this one's doing this. I always have to be 10 steps ahead of this
Ahead.
person.
You got to.
You gotta
Exactly.
out just like
And you
Tony
got to know that
outworked
there's
them.
somebody young, hotter, and fresher than you that's coming.
That's coming.
So how you going to be innovative? And I tell people, give the youth their chance.
Right.
Don't take it from them. Don't block
Right.
them. Allow them, because we thrive off the youth.
Right. We
They
thrive
bring
off of
they
them.
bring they bring the fresh and the
Yep.
new.
They bring the
Yep.
fire though.
They bring the fire.
They bring the
the fire.
fire.
I
They
be
bring
looking
the
at
fire.
Instagram like,
Like, damn.
And it's funny you
Yes.
said that, because even in my wife's business, right? She do the beauty, Dream Envy Beauty, by the way.
Dream Envy
Dream Envy
Beauty.
Beauty. It's crazy
Get that waist
because
snatch.
she got other people in her industry or call her and book an appointment to come try to find out what she's doing
What
and
she
how she's
doing.
doing it. They'll come lay on her table, spend the money
Yep.
to try to steal her ideas.
Absolutely.
Well, she rubbed me like this, so
Right.
I'm gonna rub my
Exactly.
client like
Yeah.
that.
And then
Right.
they're trying to find out the formula.
They trying to find out the formula.
Nah.
I'm like, babe, don't even book.
But then what me and Tony always say, we can give you the recipe.
But can
it
you
ain't
do
gonna taste
anything
the
with
same.
It's not going to
It's not
taste,
gonna
the,
taste
same.
the same.
I had to learn that. I had to
Yeah.
learn. I
Yeah.
would think, oh, did somebody pull this piece already? It's like, but
Right.
are they going to do it like I did it?
Right.
No.
No.
Right. They're not gonna put it
Yeah.
on like you put
Is
it
it
on.
going to be
No.
like me?
No.
Like, no.
Right.
Everybody has their own sauce.
Everybody got their own sauce.
What's your?
Yep.
I know. Okay, singers do this. So singers, or producers, they'll put a little sugar in what they're doing, and so when people hear it, or if he hear it, they'll be like, "That's mine."
Oh.
What's your sauce? And let's say you
And
dress
dressing.
it and dressing.
That
Is there a particular
You know
thing that
what?
you like? Boom, that's my
Denise,
style.
that is a very important question.
Yeah.
Because latex is something that I don't know if anybody notices. I probably use a piece of latex somewhere in
Okay.
every and anything that I do for the most part.
Okay.
I mean, some talent, like bigger talent, actresses, it's different with them because they have to have a certain look for whatever they are doing for a
Right.
movie or a show.
Right.
So we can't go too far with their look.
Right.
But a lot of the times, my signature touch
Uh-huh.
with anybody,
Yes.
I might put you in latex.
Okay. So I'm gonna look for that because I'm like, because
If you go down my page,
all these people,
you're gonna be like, oh, latex, latex,
Right.
latex,
Latex,
latex.
and then you've named all these famous people that I already know all their names from. So later on, when I go up and I'm looking for it, I'm like, oh shit, Melvin Styles. I
Yep.
can know that. Oh, Melvin did that.
You could tell.
I can tell.
Also, I think that my work is very sexy. I think that I do a lot of, I do fashion, but I do sexy. I think it's very sexy.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do. I think
Okay.
I have a sexy edge
And that's your little spice to your style.
to mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's latex and it's sexy.
And it's sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you being a stylist in it's very competitive
Field.
field. Right?
Everybody's
That's
a
the word I'm looking
stylist.
for. Very competitive field. Do you try like to outdo another stylist or compete with what they doing, or you just try to take your own approach on everything that you do?
I think the competition comes like in red carpets and stuff like that because of course I want to be best dressed when I
Right.
put somebody on the
Right.
carpet.
Right.
So, but I'm not looking at anything they do to do. Like
Right.
I do what comes from me.
Got you.
I'm inspired by what they do.
Right.
Okay.
But it's not what I would do. So I wouldn't say I'm competing with anybody. Like I
But it
said, I have
inspires
people
you.
that I'm inspired by.
Yeah, because you got singers that's inspired by Marvin Gaye.
Exactly.
You got singers that's inspired by Whitney Houston. Yeah.
But
So
I
feel
did
what
have
you're
an
saying.
issue with looking at other people's work and saying, why am I not doing that?
Okay.
And I had to remove myself from that.
Right, you got you.
Because those people
Right.
are blessed to do what they're doing.
Right.
And I need to just focus on me and
Well,
stop
yeah.
worrying why they doing
That's
that.
true.
And I'm not.
Because I tell my wife that all the time because she'll come to me, babe, these people got all these
Yeah.
clients and I feel my work is better.
Mm-hmm.
You remove yourself from that.
From that.
Let's think about what you're doing and how you, trust me, you thinking, looking at them, they sweating you.
Yeah. Literally.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
They want to know what you're doing and how you doing it.
Yep.
They
So
feel
I
the same way.
I learned. I
Yeah,
learned.
you got to remove yourself from
I
that.
removed myself from that.
Is there something that you want the fans out there to know about Melvin?
Let's see.
Is there something specific like, this is me, this is who I am?
One time, a stylist said to me that I'm too nice. I am very nice.
Right.
And I want people to know that about me.
Right.
I'm approachable. I'm really nice. I'm not a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from
So
Philadelphia.
don't take the
Let's
niceness.
keep that in mind. I'm from Philadelphia. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not that I'm too nice.
Right.
I was raised by a very lovely family, and we're all nice.
Beautiful.
But everybody has another side.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So don't mistake my kindness for weakness because I love being nice. I love being happy. I love coming in and people say, Melvin, I love your energy. It's so many people going through so many things. I don't want to be the negative space in the room.
Okay.
I want to be the positive space.
That's
like
right.
I want everybody to know Melvin good. Like I can talk to him.
Right.
Oh, that's me. That's what I want people to know about me. I'm nice. I am. And I'm not too nice. I'm very nice. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm just so excited, man, that he came this far, flew 6-7 hours to be on behind the scenes with Bonnie and Clyde, and I just want to tell you that we love you. We appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you strive in this industry, because I know you're gonna strive. That's no doubt in my mind. Anyway, I see you in Paris, France,
And he's here to
on the
stay,
red carpets.
people. He's here
you
to
know.
stay.
Yeah.
I see all that. I see your work on Instagram.
Yes.
You know, I see all them big models and magazines that you're doing and all that. And you know, people, like I said, man, do, like, go support, man. You know, we are people, like he said, he's a nice guy. He's approachable. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to support people like us, man. You know, we on the come up. We're approachable. We're a phone call. Like me and my wife, we've been in business for years. You know, we're approachable. Don't not like because it's us, and you go like a big fan that you can't approach.
Right.
You know, I'm not sitting here begging for likes or nothing like that, but
Celebrate everybody.
Celebrate everybody.
Yeah.
Celebrate one another.
Yes,
If I see a friend from 10, 15 years ago and he's doing something, I'm going to celebrate him. I'm going to like that and appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Celebrate the other person, man, that other woman, the other man, whatever the case may be.
Because we all can't do the same thing.
We all can't do the same thing.
And I have that experience. I have people that I work with and they got bigger.
Right.
And I go in and say, oh, you're doing fabulous or whatever. And they don't say nothing back,
They don't say
or
nothing
they
back.
don't like your stuff anymore.
Wow.
And whatever.
Whatever.
You know, I tell people all the time, don't ever, 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 ever give up.
Right.
I've been doing
go.
this for like 9, 10 years now.
Yeah.
I started later, but I've been doing it and it's still hard. It's going to always be a challenge in this business.
It's going to always be a challenge.
So don't give up. Just keep going.
There you go.
Lock
Keep your
in.
passion.
Lock in on your
If
dream.
this is really
Lock
what
in
you
on
want to
your
do,
dream.
anything that you want to do,
Anything.
lock in on
I
it.
said it from episode 1. There's no elevator to success.
None.
You got to take the stairs.
You
one
have to.
by one.
If you're looking to get it overnight,
It's not going to
I
happen.
don't know how it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I don't know. Look at Doja Cat.
Yeah.
She been working for years.
For years.
Now she's on top. She's dope.
Dope. Exactly.
She's dope.
And you got to have a passion for it.
You
got to
do.
be willing to do this shit for free. Because I know when Melvin first started, I'm pretty sure he did shit for free.
Preach.
You know
Did I? Did I?
You got to be willing to do it for free. Don't chase the money. Never chase the money. Chase the passion.
Yep.
Because the money going to come.
Yep.
If you chase the passion, this man been passionate about fashion and clothes and styles for
My
years.
life. My life.
You know what I'm saying? He could have gave up and been like, oh shit, I'm gonna go get a job making $50,000, $60,000 being a damn bartender.
Yep.
No.
I got a guaranteed check every Friday. He didn't want that. That's not
And
true.
my sister will tell you, Melvin always played with my Barbies. I've been doing it since a kid. I've been ripping her Barbies apart. Like, get them out the box,
Right.
take
Put
all
their
of that
clothes
off,
on.
cut their hair, do
Right.
everything to
Everything
make them
fashionable
right.
now.
Give them a new look.
Give them
passion.
Since I was a
So you was
child.
built for this. You was
Yeah.
built for it.
You were
Yeah.
built
And like
for
you said,
this.
you know,
Absolutely
me and my
built
wife
for it.
gave you a stepping stone into learning how to deal with people.
Y'all did.
Management. And, you know,
Y'all
dealing
gave
with
me
big
confidence to be in front of people as well. Because I always had kind of like a stage fright.
Right.
But y'all, there's no way I could have stage fright as a manager.
Right.
He ran. Okay.
Because everybody that came through, the celebrity that came
They
through
gotta come
Aaliyah's,
through me.
They got to come through you.
And I have to run the floor. So
You have to
from
run the
that
floor.
point, a different voice came. Like, oh, I can talk to anybody.
Right, you can talk to
I
anybody.
always could, but I could talk to him now on a different level.
On a different level.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
that y'all definitely instilled that in me immediately. Like, because remember, that happened quickly.
It happened
We
quickly.
did the training. We figured out the restaurant. We did the grand opening.
On your
the following
birthday.
day, on my birthday.
Grand opening was on your birthday.
It was. The following day, we
Yes.
had the reflective meeting, and then I became manager of Aaliyah.
Yep. Great.
And we
So,
thank you for everything.
I thank
Melvin,
y'all for everything, too. Like,
our kids love you. Our whole family love you. They're gonna kill themselves when they see you on screen right now. What? Y'all interviewed Melvin? Because you're our celebrity.
Thank you
okay?
so much.
That's what you
And
are.
like I got no doubt in my mind, like, you know, this is not gonna be the only episode, because when he blow up through the atmosphere, which he is,
He's coming back.
he's coming
I
back
will
to
be
behind
back.
the scenes with Bonnie and Clyde.
I'm coming
And he's
all the
coming
way
back.
back.
He's gonna say, "I told y'all.
Told y'all.
Yeah.
I told y'all."
Don't give up.
Don't give up. We're gonna make that phone call.
Yeah.
And I know he's gonna be it, because he always been a law brother. I know he's gonna come.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When he's styling them big artists,
Yep.
trust me, and I know he's gonna do it.
Even if
So-
I can't make it, I'll just fly y'all in where I'm at.
There
Put that
you
on
go.
record.
There you go. Put that on record. Put
Y'all
that
hear
on
it
record.
here,
record.
okay?
I
And
can't
we-
do
we-
it
we
there,
coming
but
out to Hollywood.
come on out here.
We coming out to Hollywood to
Yeah.
see you too, because I know
Absolutely.
you've been moving and shaking with a lot of big people out
Yes,
there too.
yes.
So you know, we coming out there. We're gonna take behind the scenes out there. We're gonna bring our cameras and all
Nice.
that, and get into that social world with you.
Absolutely.
You know, 'cause we
Melvin.
trying to blow this podcast up too. We trying to get
Absolutely.
big. So
And it will.
Absolutely. Do you have anything inspirational to say to the gay young man out there
that's a
that's
great question.
looking to get into business like yourself? Because you have a lot of young men out there who's gay, don't know what to do
Which
with their
direct-
lives they
Mhm.
don't, because of whatever situation they're in. What can you tell these young men? What can you give them? How can you make them?
Uplifting a little
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
because
can
you
you
open.
uplift them?
You know what I'm saying?
How?
You in your skin. You
bit.
did.
I think that the gay men, younger gay men now, are in a easier spot than we were back in the day.
That is true.
I mean, there's still some families that are against it.
Right.
So I would say to those people, find another family. If your family is not there for you to support you and who you are as a person, then you have to go find people that are there to support you and love you. And that right there, so I was blessed enough to have parents that didn't turn their backs on me when I came out, right? But they didn't understand what all this gay stuff was.
Okay.
Right.
So I had Malik. Malik is an older, we call him, me and my friends, we call him our gay father. Malik came into our lives and guided us. Malik is part of the reason I am who I am today.
Wow.
Like literally, I can't thank him enough. I just told him maybe a couple weeks ago, like I always keep telling him, like all the talks he had with us since I was 16 years old.
Right.
You have to find people that truly care for you and want the best for you. That's the only way to go. And if you can't find that, there's so many centers and places where you can go to, and those people will help you. There's so many LGBTQ plus centers out here where people will definitely help the gay youth get family oriented, get jobs,
Right.
get into the passions that they really want to
Right.
be in,
Right.
and hit me up.
Right.
If you know me, if you follow me on Instagram, y'all know I respond to all of y'all.
Right, definitely.
Even if you
Definitely.
trying to sell me something, I might say some crazy stuff to you, but
Right.
I'm responding to you.
Right,
I talk to
right,
everybody in
right,
the DM.
right.
So if you have any questions, if
Right.
you want to just vent or talk, I'm the kind of person when I get the time, because I'm not always on social media,
Right.
but if I get the time and I look at something and I read it, I will definitely respond.
Will you be a mentor in the gay community at any point in time in your life?
I'm working on that now. I'm working on doing more in the streets, period,
Okay.
for
Okay.
everybody, not just specifically gay.
Okay.
Everybody
Right,
needs
everybody,
something,
Right. Got
you
mental
know,
issues
Right.
and all that stuff
especially
like that.
black people of color.
Okay.
I live in LA, and I never grew up in a racist world. Somehow my family, we grew up diverse. I've always had all kinds of people in my life. I have Japanese cousins and that are my blood cousins because my uncles married Japanese women, and so I've been privileged to have diverse background, right? So that's what I'm about, diversifying and inclusion. So it's about everybody for me.
And before we cut off, I want to ask you this question though. This is kind of because I know you're a professional and you're in the industry, but you got like a lot of roughnecks, say rappers, gangsters, or whatever like that. They persona is that way, and you're a stylist. Have you ever had to interact where you got called to style like, say, a roughneck hip hop artist, and they're like, he's gay, I don't want to get styled by him. That ever happened to you?
It's never happened to me to my face, but I know that it's happened. Okay, I'll give you a situation. There was a
Okay.
rapper. I have a beautiful assistant.
Okay.
and she's my assistant. But they hired her for the job because I believe they didn't want me. Because
Right.
the rapper was very, he's hard and all of
Right.
that. And,
Right.
But she's my assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not too familiar with doing any of that. So I ended up doing the job.
Wow.
But I ended up doing it with her.
Wow.
So, because I love her and I respect her and she's brilliant and talented.
Right.
And so she was like, would you help me with this? And I said, absolutely.
But did the rapper have an issue with it?
Not at all. Once he saw, like, I know flamboyance can be intimidating to some people, right?
Exactly.
I think once people get around me, they realize I'm not super flamboyant like that.
Right.
Because I think people do have an impression of, I'm a stylist, I'm these things. He probably out there. He
Right.
probably, on flame.
Right.
And if I can be,
Right.
but
Right.
naturally I'm not that.
Right, you're not that.
So I think
Right.
once people get in my space, they see I'm chill.
And
Like
they get
I ain't even
comfortable.
on that. I'm professional.
Right, you're professional.
I'm
That's what
not
I
here
said.
to be
At
doing
all
all the pop
times.
dips and spins and
Right,
twirling around.
right,
Exactly.
right.
I'm here to style you and keep it moving.
And keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like that. I mean,
Right, that's
a
what-
lot of the players, the football, basketball, rappers, they use more women.
They use more
I get
women.
it.
Right.
It's a comfortability.
Right.
They probably don't want to be naked in front of a gay man, or
Right.
it's just a lot that goes into it.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, people, man, like I said, man, it's been a pleasure having Melvin here. And, we need y'all to follow. Go to YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify. Follow, share, subscribe. Hit Melvin on Melvin Styles, all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, man. Support.
website, melvinstyles.com.
MelvinStyles.com.
Yes.
And don't forget about Dream Envy, Dream
Yep.
Envy Beauty, Dream Envy what? Beauty.com.
I love that.
Yo, she's changing bodies.
Yeah. She literally is.
Without putting a knife on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
ain't slicing and dicing. She's
Okay.
massaging.
Support, man. Support,
Yes,
support,
yes.
support, man.
And we love you guys.
We love you guys,
We want to bring all this to you guys. We definitely want to bring everybody that's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
From, the makeup artist, the hairstylist.
Yeah.
We already have the stylist.
Yeah.
Guru. Okay?
I love that word.
Okay, you are the guru.
And Melvin,
Okay.
if you know anybody that want to get on behind the scenes,
Yes.
Absolutely,
tell
I
them
do.
hit us up. And,
Absolutely, I do.
we'll bring them, give them their flowers,
Yes,
man.
giving them a flower.
I just want to
saying?
thank y'all for sharing y'all platform with me. I think all these years for y'all to even have me in mind, I don't think I'm bigger than who I am. So for y'all to even think of me to come here and do this, that means a lot to me.
And that's why we love you, because
Yeah.
you're humble.
I can.
Your
I
humbleness.
told my daughter last night, I said, he's so damn humble. He don't even know what the hell. He don't know how big he is. I said, he's so damn humble. He don't even know how big he is.
Well,
Okay,
that's what
because
it's
you're
all
so
about.
humble, and I
That's what
love
it's all-
it. I
Never
love that
change
about
your
you.
mindset and
I
your
love that
character
about
for
you.
no one.
Nobody.
That's you'll strive forever. And I'm gonna leave it on that note right
Okay.
there. This is Behind the Scenes with
Bonnie
Bonnie
and
and
Clyde.
Clyde.